Hi, everyone, and welcome to the Full Court Press. I'm Denny Trimmer. He, of course, is New Philadelphia boys basketball coach Zach Ross. And the Full Court Press, as it's been all season long, brought to you by Republic State Mortgage, our friend Dan Long, where they're building relationships one home at a time. When we last spoke, your New Philadelphia Quakers got off to a great 2-0 start. Coach, as things happen with a young team, we've hit a bit of a dip. We've lost 3 tough games in succession, including a double overtime game on a long night in Marietta. Yeah. What do you do as the head coach to kind of levy everything? I think, to me, when I look at you, I think, how's this guy not pulling out his hair? How is his hair still dark and not gray like mine? What are you doing to say, guys, it's okay. Here are the nuggets I'm pulling out of these tough losses that I know are going to be the building blocks moving forward?
Yeah, I think, I'm definitely getting a lot more gray up top trim, so I think it's more gray than it was 2 weeks ago. But there has been a lot of good things that have happened in those games. Yeah, we're young. We returned one guy that played significant varsity minutes, and you know that that's going to happen. And the reality is you're not going to go undefeated probably. We talked early in the year that you go to the state tournament at the end of the year, there's not many teams that you see there that are undefeated. Sure. So it's usually the team that deals with the adversity the best and handles the imperfections of basketball and that are able to overcome that and continue to grow throughout an entire long basketball season, that find ways to make tournament runs. And that's what we're trying to preach with our guys. And Mansfield Senior, Marietta, Lexington, you don't want to have like those moral victories and make it seem like it's okay.
Sure.
Because that's not the standard that we want to set right here. But win or lose, we have get better sessions after the games when we watch film, and we call them get better sessions because regardless of what happens in that game, the goal is to get better and find a way to get better and try to be playing your best basketball at the end of January. And that's the ultimate goal with this team, and we got to continue to do that right now and try to find a way to get out of this.
You've had some young players step up. Of course, we knew we were going to get some scoring from Carson, some great play at the point guard from Reed Wells, but Lincoln Murphy has kind of jumped off the page at times. And you've got some big play out of your big man, Aiden Mushrush.
Yeah, for sure. I think a lot of different guys have stepped up. I think Quinn Miller's been somebody that we've been able to go to as well. And that I think that's going to be the formula for success, is where it doesn't really matter who's scoring the basketball, as long as we're sharing the basketball, making the next right play, and that we have multiple variety of ways that we can beat you.
New Philadelphia head coach Zach Ross, our guest on the Full Court Press, and as if it doesn't hurt bad enough with a 3-game losing streak, things don't get any easier as we turn things around. Dover on the horizon, same great basketball tradition, same great coach's last name, different coach. What do you know about the Matt Von Kennel Tornadoes?
Yeah, I know they have a winning tradition. They're going to continue that. They play extremely hard. You watch them play, you wouldn't notice anything's new. I know Coach Von Kennel is on the bench still. So they kind of just switch spots, and they still play really hard. Winning really matters to them. They're very physical. And obviously in this game, it's going to be a huge test. And the way they feel about us, the way we feel about them, it's going to bring some extra emotions into this game.
Coach, what are your guys going to have to do right to leave the Tornado Gym with a win on Tuesday?
I think what we just talked about with like the overall season, just handle the imperfections of the game. Like nobody plays a perfect basketball game. There's no such thing as a no-hitter or a perfect game in basketball. You got to find ways to deal with that adversity. The emotions are going to be high, and obviously that's a concern with the young team and how we're going to deal with that. But if you rely back on our culture, that's why we spend time on those things, not on the floor, and we spend time talking about culture and being together, handling adversity and all that things, because that's going to prepare you for these moments whenever they do go on a 6-0 run or 8-0 run, or we get somebody in foul trouble. Like, how do you deal with those things right now? And it shouldn't be a shock. You should fall back on your training, hopefully, of like who we are as relentless, passionate together.
Coach, wish you the best of luck against the Tornadoes. West Holmes down the road, Claymont down the road, all of this coming soon. Holiday break coming. It's just a blur at this point in the season. Wish you the best of luck.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it, Coach Trim.
Full Court Press brought to you by Republic State Mortgage. Our thanks to Dan Long and his team. 123 4th Street Southwest in New Philadelphia, where they're building relationships one home at a time. This is the Full Court Press. We'll see you next time.